Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a real special car for you today. 1970 Torino, and this baby is just as pretty on the bottom as she is on the top. Now, I've got a story behind this one. My uncle had this exact car when I was a kid, and he was never good at tuning one up. So whenever it needed a tune-up, I got a phone call, and I'd get to go over to his house and drive the Torino, man. I'd never forget that. This is back when I'm like 16 years old. I tell you what, I loved that car. So cool. Of course, I had a Cougar back then, but my car was white with a black vinyl top, and his was red, and it was a Torino, and I just absolutely loved his car a lot more than I liked mine. As you look down the side of it, she is just as straight as can be. Like I said, the bottom is pretty. Wait till you see it. We're gonna get it up on the lift later in the video. We're gonna show you how nice everything is on the bottom. I mean, she is just an amazing piece. Now, this is when they changed the body. The Torino used to be bigger and square, kind of like my Cyclone, if you've seen me out in the parking lot doing burnouts with it. And then take a look at the black interior. Of course, you guys know I love black interior in muscle cars. She is a beauty. Then it's got the bench seat in it so you can get your honey up nice and close to you, or you can put one of the kids in there because there's a center seat belt in there also. See that gigantic package tray? I tell you what, you could get some packages on that package tray. Dash is all looking great. And don't forget, later in the video, we're gonna get out and drive this baby too so you can see her go down the road. I can't wait. I have not driven this car yet, so I am really excited about getting behind the wheel of this baby and bringing back some memories of my Uncle Paul. Look at the back end of this thing. You want to talk about cool? Now, it looks like it's got an original back bumper on it, and it's just in beautiful shape. 1970. Look at that trunk. I mean, it looks brand new in there, and it's got the polyglass tire. Looks like the jack's in there. Pull up the mat here and see everything's nicely painted. They even put these cardboard inserts, and yeah, that's the way it was back in the day. Those little cardboard inserts is what held up the mat. Somebody's installed a fire extinguisher in there just for the fun of it. I tell you, it's nicely finished inside, looking beautiful. Bottom, all the gutter area here looks good. The bottom side of the deck lid also looks good. Now, as you look down the passenger side, you can get a real good look at the body lines on the car. I mean, she is one pretty machine. Can't wait to get behind the wheel of this baby. And that's what it's all about, guys, collecting these cars, bringing back memories. Now, I know you want to hear this baby fire up, but before we do that, let's go out in the shop. Now, we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now, we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Where we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. All right, let's take my new favorite car for a ride. 70 Torino, 351 Cleveland under the hood. Now, I know you guys that watch me all the time You know, I talk about my Uncle Paul and his Mark V, but my dad always wanted to have. Well, this same guy is the one that had one of these cars that I used to get to drive when I was a kid. And I know I've been talking about it throughout the whole video, but just bring it. I mean, that's what the whole muscle car thing is about, bringing back memories. And I tell you what, if Uncle Paul was still alive, you wouldn't have a shot at this car, because I'd be buying it and giving it to him just because of the memories. So, we can deliver it to your house anywhere you live, so just call Tom. He'll tell you how easy that process is. I mean, we're just cruising down the road just as smooth as can be. This thing is just absolutely great. Now, it does not have power steering, but I tell you what, she steers real nice and easy for not having power steering. I tell you, the power brakes feel good. I mean, she's cruising nice. Everything down here on the dash is working. The speedo's working, the fuel gauge, the temperature gauge, and they've added a little tack here also. Now, it does have an aftermarket radio, and it looks like it's got a USB plug-in right here. I have not plugged that in to see if, but I don't do that. I'm not one of those USB cord guys. I just get in and hit the button. If the radio comes on, that's good. If not, that's good too. Tell you, I'm loving this car. Like I said, bringing back a lot of memories here. And you know, we've got like 2 million followers on YouTube right now, and thank every one of you. And if you haven't followed us on YouTube and you want to keep track of us, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and you'll get a notification whenever we get a new car in. And if you're coming in town on business, we're only 20 minutes from the airport, so if you've got some extra time, come on down. We would love to show you the car in person or take a look at all of our inventory. Tell you, this thing is just absolutely sweet as can be. Stick with us. We're going to go back to the shop where we're going to show you how beautiful the bottom side is also. All right, we're underneath this Torino, and man, is it cool under here. I look at a lot of these cars. Very seldom do I ever see one that even comes close to this. You can see the gas tank's been all restored. It's looking good. The spring packs have been all restored, all painted up, looking good. We've got new brake lines. The rear end housing looks like, I mean, the paint job on it is amazing. Now, that is a Ford 9-inch, and it's got right around the 3.0 gear, and it is an open rear end. The brakes, the guys will pull those all apart, make sure they're in good working order. Shocks look like they're newer. It does have the stock exhaust on it, and these floorboards are what I really want you to look at. I mean, it looks brand new under here. Like I said, I can't tell you. I've already told you, I love these cars, so I look at every one of them I see, and I've very seldom ever seen one even close to this nice. We got a new brake line here. We got a new fuel line. C4 transmission. It's been all cleaned up, looking good. Now the numbers for the block are actually right up here below the head. They're real hard to see, but we did take a picture of them, and they are in the ad. So go to VanguardMotorsales.com to check out those pictures. You can see the lower control arms are all brand new looking. All the steering looks brand new. It does have disc brakes up front. The sway bar bushings look new. I mean, just everything. Even this cross member, I mean, normally these are all messed up from floor jacks from over the year. I don't see a mark on that cross member. Core support looks good. Chin spoiler looks great. We got great looking paint here, great looking chrome. I mean, as you can tell, they did it all on this car. Now, this does have a set of aluminum wheels on it, which are super cool. 225/70/15s on these. So these are real similar to the Magnum 500s, but they are aluminum. You see up in that wheel well how nice and clean everything is. I mean, just everything about this car is just looking great. Now we look down the side of it. They took the paint right down to the bottom edge. Obviously, this painter was not afraid to bend over. He went right down to the bottom edge. The back side of this front fender feels nice and smooth. Back side of the rocker is nice and smooth. The pinch weld's looking great. I mean, everything. I mean, I'm falling in love even more with it. 225/70/15s back here also. And then look at that wheel well. All painted up, looking beautiful. Well, let's lower this baby down and look at that 351 under the hood. So under the hood, it is just as clean under here, man. Everything gorgeous. You can see looking pretty stock under here. It is a 2-barrel car. It is a Cleveland. And I tell you a quick way to tell whether it's a Cleveland or not. You see how the block comes all the way out here? Then there's just a plate here that covers up the timing area. Normally, like on a Windsor, there'd be a timing cover on here. So that's a quick way to tell it's a Cleveland, plus the size of the heads. We do have power brakes on this thing. It does have manual steering. Everything under here looks just like stock. It's looking beautiful. All the hoses, all the wiring, everything just looking absolutely gorgeous. This does have, and I tell you what, if my uncle had this back in the day, I wouldn't have had to drive his car so much. It does have an electronic setup inside the distributor, so no points and condenser in there. It does have an electric fan on the radiator to help keep this thing nice and cool. I mean, you see how nice everything is finished under here. Bottom side of the hood's nicely finished. I mean, just everything on this thing is just looking absolutely gorgeous, man. I'm totally in love with the car. Guys, give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this little dream in your drive.